this is Adrena Nicole Anzaldua, shamanic practitioner and somatic therapist, and I am back with another video designed for psychic sensitives and those who consider themselves to be energetically sensitive. Today, we are diving into the topic of somatic intuition, and so understanding the power, the body's psychic power, and the capacity that it has. I want you to think about somatic intuition like your body having a crystal ball, which is giving you psychic insights all of the time that your conscious mind can't quite grasp. So, here we're going to learn about what somatic intuition is, how to tap into it, as well as how to further develop your intuition for a deeper and stronger relationship. Let's go ahead and dive on in. Whenever we're thinking about daily life and everyday examples of somatic intuition, I want you to begin to think about any time that you've ever had like a gut feeling or some sort of a shiver down your spine, but you kind of shrugged it off as kind of random. Here's the thing, that is actually your body's language talking to you. So, what we call somatic intuition is body wisdom or even embodied intuition. It is like having a second brain, but this one is communicating through feelings and sensations. And so your body is sending you messages, but you have to crack it, kind of like Morse code. The foundation of somatic intuition really lies in the mind-body connection. This connection is complex and it's a dance between our thoughts, our feelings, beliefs, and even our biological functioning. And so have you ever wondered why stress might give us headaches or stomach issues, or even falling in love makes you feel like you are on cloud nine, or whenever you have your heart broken, it literally feels broken? That is your mind and body connecting and having that conversation through sensation. Oftentimes, whenever people hear somatic or they hear intuition, they think, okay, this is woo woo, this is mystic. But here's the thing, there's actually solid science that backs up somatic intuition. Research shows that our bodies respond to emotional stimuli before our conscious minds do. For example, your heart rate might increase when you're nervous before realizing that you consciously are feeling anxious. So, how do we tap into our somatic intuition? How do we learn the language of our body so we can really tap into that body wisdom? There are a few tools that are actually really simple and easy. They're so simple and easy that you might overlook them. However, it's really important to understand that some of the easiest tools and the most simple tools are actually the ones that can really create a solid foundation before having any of those fancy tools. So, the very first tool is practicing mindfulness. This is practicing mindfulness in a way to tune into your body's own radio frequency. So I want you to think about how your body has its own frequency. And you need to understand what that frequency picks up, how you feel. This can be done through meditation, yoga, or even simply just taking a few moments just to sit and just to check in with how you feel and what is going on in your body. That is the first step. The second step is a little more tricky because we have to now decode those signals. The reason why it's tricky is because our bodies don't communicate in words. They communicate in sensations. But if you start to have some practice here, you begin to understand what your body is telling you through these sensations. I recommend highly either using your notes on your phone or actually writing something down and starting to write down so you can really have a library and itemize a list that you can continue to go back on as well as to cultivate and to develop. And so that way, once again, you can really understand your body's secret language. The last one I think is honestly the toughest, which is trust. This one is the toughest because sometimes we're really used to relying on our logic, and our bodies are so smart, but we kind of forget that. And so, really trusting your body can allow some really profound insights. Another reason why trust might be challenging is that perhaps you don't trust your body in general. So perhaps you don't feel safe in your body. You're working on accepting your body. And I will say that is a valid and very reasonable challenge whenever it comes into this mind body connection. And that really is where somatics actually comes in, self inquiry, trying to understand, as well as any tools that are going to help that mind body connection is going to really help to develop that stronger trust and relationship with your body. So, what's really important to understand is that all of these three things are important for you to learn how to tap into your somatic intuition and really learn how to trust your intuition and trusting your intuition through your own body, which is much healthier and more effective relationship in general. And so, how do you even cultivate somatic intuition? And how do you strengthen it? And so, start by paying attention to those little nudges. Start paying attention to your physical reactions, how you react whenever you are in different situations. Notice how your body reacts in different rooms. Does your stomach knot up whenever you're stressed? Do you feel light and energetic when you're doing something that you love? All of these sensations, again, are clues. They are messages from your body telling you something. For example, I was trying to work with the feeling of shame and trying to figure out how it showed up in my body. And I realized that shame, every time I felt it, showed up in my cheeks. Shame can sometimes be a hard emotion for me to identify, just because it can be a core emotion for me or even a core belief or something that I really fall back to. And so understanding that my cheeks are getting red, this is probably some shame. And then I know different ways and different tools that I can work with it. Let's use this as an example that you have interviewed for a job and you are about to sign a contract and everything looks really, really great on paper, but there's something like a nagging feeling inside, like that gut feeling that is telling you just to wait another day. Later that evening, you run into an old friend and discover that she actually works at this place. And she is actually thinking about leaving because she talks about it being a toxic environment. So you can move forward and decide what it is that you really want to do while also listening to your body. To wrap this up, somatic intuition is really your body's superpower. And it's not about ignoring logic or reason. Instead, it's adding another layer to our decision making process using our body's wisdom. And so, really listening to what our gut has to say, having it add into your life in a way that you can trust it and work through it. I want to thank you so much for listening and for joining me on my channel today. If you are a psychic, sensitive, or get energetically overwhelmed, then this is the right place for you. For more information on how to manage psychic abilities, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. I offer practical videos, tips, and tricks regarding the spiritual world, psychics, as well as yoga. Thank you so much.